Hi friends, welcome to another video, the second video from the video series Typical Mistakes You Make in Dog Training. And today I want to talk about the right time to pay your dog, or to give him a treat, or to reward your dog. And this is a mistake I did by myself, and I saw a lot of times on the training field when you have a specific exercise you want to do today. Let's say, for example, you want to heel today. And most people, they say, okay, we do healing today, and we walk 30, 50 steps or whatever. We do the whole BH routine and without rewarding the dog. And oftentimes you want to heal, but you call your dog in the starting position, and the dog makes a perfect starting position. He's right next to you, he's looking up, and you don't reward the perfect behavior because you have in your mind, today I want to go and go healing for, let's say, 50 steps. And this is a mistake where you maybe make your dog think, I do a perfect behavior, but I don't get paid, I don't get a reward, I don't get my food, I don't get the ball, whatever. And this can damage, or this can make the exercise worse for the future. And how do we solve that problem? So when you go training, it's good that you have a plan what you want to do today, but don't be 100%, I only do this exercise today. Watch your dog, and when your dog does a perfect behavior, even if it's another exercise that you had in mind, reward that. Every time the dog does a perfect behavior, reward it. And don't focus too much on what you had in your mind. And today I will show you just a fun session training where I have something in mind what I want to train, and I will watch my dog closely, and if the dog does another behavior in a perfect way I want to have it, I will reward that. And I will try to show you what happens if you don't reward that, or what will happen if you want to go healing and you walk 30 steps and the first 5, 6, 7 steps are perfect, and you just keep on walking because you said, today I want to walk the whole routine. And I will show that with my dog and have fun with the video. So here I have my Doberman with me, and today I will just make a little bit of fun session, so it's nothing really useful. I just want him to teach, or I taught him to walk backwards, and I haven't done it in a long time, so I will just do that today. So I have in mind today I want to do walking backwards. And if I see something he does, because I need to do something else, to do healing, a little bit sitting in front, and if I see something that's really, really good, I will reward that. Even if I have in mind I want to do walking backwards. And we'll just see how that goes. Floki, Floki, Fuss. For example, this was a perfect starting position, so I just rewarded that, and I would go from there. Floki, Fuss, Fuß, hier, Platz, zurück. So this is what I have in mind. I just want him to walk backwards. For that purpose, I have my marker board here where the end position should be when he walks backwards. Fuß. And also, for example, I called him in the starting position. He did it fast, he did a perfect position, and I just rewarded that. Fuß. Hier. So this was a little bit, this was not planned because I called him in the front position and I did not tell him to go backwards. But the dog understands the task, and the dog walked not perfect, but he walked fast and straight backwards. So this is something where the angel and the devil in your head starts talking. What do? Do I reward the disobedience because I said sit in front, or do I reward a good behavior when the dog's walking backwards? So I say, if the dog does a good job, I'll reward that. But you got to be careful that you don't always reward disobedience, because otherwise the dog will do whatever he wants and not what you say. So this is a little bit, you got to decide that for yourself. In the beginning, I always reward a good behavior, even if it's disobedience. but later I will not accept that. All right, so we just I put the reward away and we just do it again. Hier, sitz. Zurück. And you hear, as soon as the dog hits the marker board, I reward that. Fuß. Alles gut. That happens when the dog is too much focused on food. Switch. So this is sometimes what can happen when the dog is not chewing his food, and he's swallowing. So just give the dog. So we just do it again, a little bit of training backwards, or I just switch a little bit so the dog is not working before I tell him to work. Switch. So for example, I just do a little bit different exercises, so he's not anticipating what will come next, and this was a perfect position and I rewarded that. Switch. This is not so perfect, so I don't reward. So I just walk to keep the dog open-minded and listening for my commands, and not always anticipating what will come next. Fuß. Yeah. For example, I just wanted to go him from right to the left side, then I wanted him to go in front and then walk backwards. So he switched perfect from right to left, and I rewarded that. So what a lot of people do, and what I did by myself, is when they train the heeling, they just go 50 steps like in the normal BH routine, 50 steps back and so on and so on. And they forget to reward small steps, or like maybe 5 or 10 steps. And then the dog is, in the first 10 steps, the dog is very obedient, he's looking up, he's very good in the heeling. And then after 10, 15 steps, when the dog does not get his reward, he will be a little bit flat, or is not so obedient anymore, and you just go on and go on. So I thought about, what can we do to reduce the chance of the people going too long? So this is why I had the idea to put some sticks that the people or myself I can see, and I make just a square where I train. So here I don't have much space, and yeah, I have to walk in short distances, and I have to reward my dog very often. So this is why I made this square, to have a visible training area and that you don't go too long. So I will just show you how this will work. You can use whatever you want. You can use sticks, you can use tires, whatever, just so you see where your training area will be. Come here. So right now I just do a little bit fun heeling, like right, left, switch. And I just walk inside this square, so I cannot go too long. Or I can use the sticks as a group. So now you see I missed the point of rewarding the dog, so the dog's now looking up, and as you saw before, the dog was looking away. So I also missed sometimes the timing of the reward. Fuß, Fuß, switch. And you can also, like I mentioned before, you can use these sticks as a group for the BH later. Platz. So this is good, so you have a visible fenced area, you have a small swimming pool where you can train whatever you want to. Dazwischen. You can do a little bit fun. Platz. Hier. Here. And yeah, this is a solution you could do to avoid the people or yourself going just too long. So you have a fenced area, and this is perfect. So, typical question from that exercise or that way of training could be, okay, but I have to train one day to walk 50 steps straight. That's correct, but you started off with small steps. So the first time you do 1-2 steps, then when the dog does that in a perfect way, you go 5, 6, 10 steps, and you just go when the dog does it perfect and the dog has a concentration for 5 to 10 steps, you will make that even longer. So you always do a little bit more, but not too much, so the dog will stay concentrated and focused on you. And that's how you later will be able to walk like in the trial 50 steps or even more. All right guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please write down in the comments, or write down in the comments how you train or how you avoid going too long and missing the right timing for the reward of the dog. And if you want to see the next videos of the new series, typical mistakes in dog training, subscribe to my channel to not miss the upcoming videos. And that's it for today. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.